alive.
I guess we'll
Alive?
find out in a minute.
Or 30 seconds.
You gotta do Christmas carols in your Wookiee voice.
Christmas carols in the Wookiee voice.
Alright, we're live. How does it sound? Check,
I don't know,
check.
mine's not playing.
Well, then refresh your page and I'll keep talking and you guys all raise your volumes.
Burr, burr.
Burr, burr.
Burr, 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 burr.
Why will it not play? There we go.
Dirt, burr, 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 burr.
Burr, 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 burr.
Checking the voice sound and things like that.
Okay.
Do.
I guess we'll go with that.
Alright.
Yay.
Then I will go ahead and retweet this.
Oop, there it is.
Alright.
There it is.
And then go ahead and start the intro volume. Here we go. And hi guys, and welcome to the Infinite Respawn podcast. I'm Chicken.
I'm Oak Tree.
I'm Grif.
I'm Baka.
Yay!
Woo.
How's everybody's New Year's?
Yay.
We haven't seen each other in like 2 weeks. It's really weird.
I know this first Sunday, or last Sunday was the first Sunday in almost 2 years that we didn't do a podcast. So I didn't have to see Oak. Yay! I mean,
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a ginger. I don't care. I'm glad we didn't have to see him for 2 weeks. No.
No.
he's
Wow.
not see us for 2 weeks.
So loved.
I
So
love
loved.
everyone equally with rage.
I just hate everyone equally.
It's what everybody do for New Year's. I know it had to be video game related because, well, that's what we do.
That's not true.
What the-
Chicken and I watched a football game with Foxy and my dad.
Oh,
Eh, got a cat. There's a
and our team Kick-Ass too.
yeah. Roll Tide.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There was another team on the field. I just can't remember who they were. We didn't see much of them. Oh,
Oh, it's really sad considering that that's your like home state, Chicken.
oh, come on now.
That's okay though. We've turned you to the right side.
To the winning side.
The dark side of the force in this particular case. Just keep winning.
There were video games later, but Red's also a little upset, I guess, about Michigan State losing.
It was a brutal game. It was a brutal. But we're here to talk about video games.
But that's a game.
Yeah,
That's why I quoted video games.
And you watched it on video-ish, same thing. It's called TV.
It's television. I don't know.
Yes. There
Yeah,
were,
but it's
there were
still
video
video.
games afterwards, I guess. Later, just not around New Year's. Actually, that's not true. We missed because Foxy was here for a few days. We missed New Year's, like the actual. Oh my God, look, it's New Year's because we were standing in the kitchen talking about World of Warcraft lore. We were wrapped up in lore crafting.
So you missed the start of the new year because you were nerding out.
Yes.
Yep. What a way to bring in the new year, though.
Right?
Ain't no party like a
The
nerd.
Lord
party.
says it happens this way. Whoa, wait, it's New Year? Oh, well, fuck you, your opinion's wrong.
We didn't realize it till like 12:30.
Yeah,
We're
it's like 12:30. It's like, oh, hey, it's the new year. Oh shit. Well, let's continue going on.
It was fun. My wife's like, "Can we watch the ball drop?" And I was like, "Why? It didn't change anything. We're still in the same year that we were before because we're in Central Time, not Eastern." But sure.
They had a giant ball drop in Ark.
Yeah,
Which was pretty
we went
neat.
and looked at that. There was supposed to be something like a skin or something that we were supposed to get.
It's a top hat skin.
Yeah,
you
that
could-
didn't happen.
And people apparently got it though, so yes, it did happen.
Oh, some people did? Okay.
Yeah, apparently everybody did, but I haven't checked on our workbench, so.
Oh, it's supposed to be on the workbench? Oh, I didn't look there either.
Yeah, no, I really want a top hat. Around dapper as
But
fuck.
80 mistletoe. Isn't that what it was? You have to get 80 mistletoe? That's a bajillion Santa presents.
Maybe Dino Cops will let me have some of their mistletoe. I know they've got like 12,000 of it by now.
Probably. Fucking, oh, sorry.
Hey, y'all got the new update with the kangaroo and shit in it, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh my goodness, the kangaroo.
I want
Oh my god.
We need prayer mushrooms.
I
wanna
know.
ride it. Ouch.
I know you do. Just get on its back and ride it. They have like little baka in the pouch that run around.
Temp Baka.
That's right. You hop me around, bitch.
Oh
Wait.
my god.
It's a little. It's the first 2-person mount.
The Arc crack is real. Chicken was being a real nice dude last night on Arc, actually. He was trying to help out a new guy. Actually, he did. He wasn't trying. He did help out a new guy.
Yes.
We do that a
Dude
lot.
froze to death.
Yeah, I did not bring him into the thing because it's
The tribe.
yeah, everything is available to whoever's in the tribe. So, and he had nobody to vouch for him. Which the only way to get into the tribe is have someone from in the tribe vouch for you verbally, and then
It's
you're
like
allowed in
our
the
way of
tribe.
doing the Walking Dead's 3 questions, like how many
Yeah.
walkers have you killed, how many people, and why. We're like, who can vouch for you? What other games have you played with us? How many times are you gonna be
Do
here
you
a week,
trust
you know?
him?
Yes.
Are you sure? All right. If they do anything, it's on your head. So yeah.
What?
The group that we have on the Xbox version of it is gotten together really well. It's starting to work together a little bit. Still have a couple people that aren't working as well together as I'd like, but
Yeah.
but you know, I think that's going to happen with any group that's on there. I am interested to see, because I'm going to be gone for a week, how that works out with doing that, and maybe that'll give you all an idea, because y'all are going to be gone at the end of the month for PAX.
Oh yeah, but we're gonna have a laptop at PAX with us that can run it, so we can check
Yep.
on everything.
Yeah,
They
make sure
could.
that
Yeah, fuck that
everything is
shit.
taken care of, and everybody knows not to go tampering with too much. So
Yeah,
Right.
like that's why we do the trust thing.
I did figure out a really good way, though, to get neighbors' attentions if they don't ever talk to you. Because we've got some neighbors that were like, hey, you know, you want to talk and, you know, be nice because they're really close to us. So we put pillars down next to their house where they couldn't build anymore near their house. And that's the only way they talk. It was accidental. No pants. There was some people that built on our little peninsula, and it kind of pissed us off because of where they stuck it, because they're an established tribe in another area. But where they put it, you know, started killing some of the vegetation. We just got grown back up. And so we put pillars around them. Well, we put one too close to one of our neighboring bases, some guys from Germany. And so they were like, you need to move your foundation. So finally, when I got back from like killing a bunch of stuff in the swamp, I got back and was able to talk to them and like have good relations with them and stuff, and also tell them to tear down their foundations and put up pillars because they're destroying the environment. So, and which they did, and now I have a hard time getting to the swamp because
Foundations kill environments.
I need a bumper sticker like on the back of a dinosaur.
build pillars, not foundations.
Yeah, we're working on stuff too. I think Chicken's working on an elevator.
How's
Yes.
the elevator going?
Ooh, the amount of materials is absolutely, I think this is the proper word, incredulous. Like,
No, incredible. Please stop.
incredible. What's you're gonna have to teach me the meaning of that
Yes,
word later.
I've already. We will have an English lesson after the stream.
My English
I've
teacher
read-
isn't very good, so she's got to give me more lessons. But yeah, the amount of materials for that is just crazy.
School days with Grif.
That's right. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's
Segment.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, Ivy's still
For those of you using this word, you're using it improperly.
Ivy's still under our house with her hand down her pants.
Ivy's hanging from the ceiling in our house.
Is she? I thought I moved her again.
Nope, she was hanging out last night.
Okay, I'll have to grab her and drag her back up to the top floor then.
Yeah,
She-
she's already fallen
yeah.
through 2 floors on ours, and I can't grab her. Like the game won't let me get her.
Yep, you gotta wait till she logs back on and dies or pops
Logs
back
back
out.
on and dies.
No, we-
Please go die. Like that's
Well-
so nice.
Well, luckily we haven't had that. Like those of us that have fallen all the way through, basically our heads will poke up out of the foundation, even the concrete foundations, and we figured out if you crouch and then jump, it lets you out. But a couple times I had to tear down a foundation I was in because I'm like, no, I'm not dying right here. So I'm the builder, so I get to do things like that.
The perks of having pillar foundations, though, is when you fall through, you just kind of fall through and hit the ground instead of getting stuck in the foundation.
Yeah, well, we're gonna work on that next. We're looking at doing like we're gonna try to do 2 or 3 high, be 3 high foundations on it, like when we go up north in that area, and be able to block in all the way up underneath our area to put the dinosaurs up underneath, and we can just all the access is there, so it's all concise, so you're not taking up a whole lot of space either.
Uh,
Could you do that?
for pillars, the pillar, You're not going to want to have pillars in your dino pen because your dinos won't be able to make it through them. So you're going to have, for a dino pen, you're going to need it just open. Trying to put pillars anywhere near it, it'll cause them to get stuck.
Yeah, Bertha can't walk under the, actually none of our bigger dinosaurs can walk under the platform that he's building out for the elevator, even though there's enough space, like, it looks like they should be able to fit, they don't. They get stuck on them.
That's
Chomper
why.
went through.
Who fits through? Chomper?
Chomper.
Through
Bertha does not.
through the,
Because Bertha's fat.
she went
She's
through,
not fat. She is a big, beautiful lady. Leave her alone.
he went through where I built
she's
the platform, the walkway.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, that's how I got
I
all
didn't
the
think that he
meat
would
and
fit,
everything
to be
up there.
honest.
Couldn't you just go around? Or go
I
around
didn't
the
think
house?
about it, and I was like, fuck it, we'll see if he fits. And he goes whoop, right through the bars.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Well, that's
man.
pretty crazy because
That's
Bertha won't
useful.
fit through, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
no, she won't.
He won't be able to fit through that way for too long because that's where the aviary is going to be built. So.
Yeah, we got.
Oh yeah, no, Chomper will make it through. He will make it through.
We talked last night with one of the, like, we've got 2 tribes that we're really friendly with. Like, we'll tame animals for the other one and stuff like that. And we're about to talk to the other one about it, but we're actually thinking about just seeing if we could build a bridge essentially from one to the other and just have it to where we can just visit each other. It almost looks like a roadway. It's going from one area to another with ramps coming off of it, just to see if we can do it.
Red has had some extreme difficulties building a ramp. Pretty much the only way to feasibly do it is just build a straight platform. If you start building ramps, it'll start changing the structure and then it'll fall apart and you'll get very annoyed. Red's tried to build a straight platform and then kind of build ramps to go up and then kind of like a staircase. It doesn't work. So, yeah, you either just build a straight platform all the way and then you get to the point of where you can't build anywhere near your allies unless... The next update that's coming out for PC, I don't know when Xbox will get it, but the next update that's coming out is going to be tribe alliances for PvE and PvP, which means you probably will be able to build near each other's foundations.
Yeah, we're supposed to be able to. We're supposed to be getting that, I think, the week after y'all do.
Okay, well, it should be this week. This week we're getting...
Because we're getting the kangaroo, I think, this next week.
Okay, so yeah, this week we're going to be getting brewing, tribe alliances, and things like that, and a bunch of other cool stuff.
Yeah.
Well, did anybody play anything aside from Ark? Because this show cannot all be about Ark.
Yeah,
I tried.
But
I tried.
it can
I
be.
started City Skylines and tried to play it.
Oh my god, there goes your life, because I'm kind of I might be doing it right now.
Of course.
Okay, so she is playing City Skylines. Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, she is.
No,
She's not even
you
paying
are.
attention to
I
us.
am, obviously I'm paying
Nope.
attention.
Just give it up, Grif. Just not.
Yeah.
No.
That's why she was staring at her computer, not looking at us. She's like,
I am looking at you, you're in the top part of my screen.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get very far in it because, like, the first town I tried to build, I didn't have enough money to get rid of the sewage because I kind of overdid it.
Yeah, you gotta be careful when you're starting out.
Yeah, you gotta go very
like I said,
slow.
I let Foxy load it up, and she's like, we can make a city together. For about 4 hours, I just sat next to her, watching her build, like, this intricate road thing, because her attention to detail is ridiculous. Like, honestly, after watching her play that for so long, I'm like, why aren't you a city planner? But I was like, all right, I'm just gonna let you have that. I'm gonna go over here and play Fallout. I've got some stuff that I can do, because we can sit next to each other and do that now. Yay! But she played for 16 hours solid, because she couldn't walk away from it.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
16 hours.
Yeah, so here I am, making the
She's
same
playing.
mistake.
Well,
So
I
Sorry,
played
your lack of
Hearthstone and Heroes and Left 4 Dead and League. I got a new mouse, so I'm bouncing around a bunch of games trying
oh my
to get
God, yes,
used
I
to
love
it.
our new mice.
It's all shiny. See?
It glows. Oh, I
It's
don't have my
all
light on.
shiny.
Aw.
shiny.
I still have the same old, boring mouse that.
He's got a
most
giant
people
ball
look
in the
at
middle.
That would be like, yeah, like.
I don't know
Fuck
how
you,
you
use
use
it.
that thing, especially for gaming.
Yeah. But yeah,
He's used
I'm
to it.
really precise with it, especially like with shooters and everything. It's ridiculous.
I think you use it.
Says
as
the
a
guy who dies in Left 4 Dead all the time.
oh,
Aw.
that was mean.
Yeah.
That was so mean. Now
But
he's
my
gonna
accuracy is
practice to get
really
better.
good.
Oh God.
You know I'm
Yeah,
just
but-
joking.
yeah,
He saves me
yeah.
all the time.
Well, I mean, if you look at the end of the game, my accuracy is usually the highest.
I usually don't look.
I know which.
Done.
When we play Left 4 Dead, I know what I'm coming in highest in all of the statistics for. It's friendly fire.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's friendly fire.
How many times can I shoot my friend?
Who got the highest friendly fire, Grif? Just
Always me.
Always Grif.
I need like an MVP trophy for friendly fire.
It'll be just like Grif standing there, kind of like aiming her gun and her ally on the ground.
Perfect.
I had to shoot
Yes.
for you to 50 bajillion zombies.
Oh goodness.
I killed this group of, what are they, infected in Left 4 Dead. I killed this group of infected and 3 teammates. Yay!
Yeah.
So I guess I was gonna ask everybody, since we were talking about Ark and now we're talking about the other games and stuff that's on there. Did anybody get any games for Christmas or something other than Mouse? It looks like.
I bought myself this game, and I also bought the Talos Principle because Steam sale. Oh my god!
Talos Principle.
I haven't started that yet though. I heard it's fantastic. I'm looking forward to playing it, but I have not started yet.
Word.
Yes.
I got a bunch of other nerdy crap other than video games, surprisingly.
You said new crap, right? Oh, nerdy crap.
Nerdy.
Okay, I heard
I got
nudie.
t-shirts.
I was like, what?
And stuff, the Batmobile, that the headlights and everything light up, and yeah.
He got a lot of toys for Christmas, is what he's saying.
That's a good thing.
I got
Yes.
socks for
How
Christmas.
about people in chat? What'd y'all get? Anything?
Yeah, you guys got anything? You got socks?
Socks.
I got
Oh,
socks.
no
You're all
pants.
about socks, man.
No Pants has gunner glasses now.
I did not get any
Nice.
socks.
So one of the things suggested off of our list, we ended up with
Socks
socks
and
and underwear.
Woo.
Everybody give that great man a round of applause.
Socks. For getting
See?
socks.
Ivy heard nudie too.
I did too.
Okay, that's why I was so fucking confused. I was like, Baka got nudie for Christmas? What?
Fuck, I got laid. Wait, what? My red, sadly, no.
Red's still in Michigan, right?
As far as you know, could be one of the dozen red clones I've made, and the real one's locked up in the trunk of my car. Sure. Oh,
Socks.
Oh, yeah.
Crane got socks. Oh, hell yeah.
Everybody's super excited for socks.
Man, when you get old, it's like socks. Give me them.
Graphics,
I
don't know what that is.
They just disappear at this point in your age.
You could tell Crane's from the South. Shotgun was the last one.
Ooh. Hey, I'd like a shotgun. Oh, wait, I'm also from South. I'd like a shotgun. Can I have one? Somebody get me one?
I got a couple of Funko Pops
Oh,
that,
yeah, that's right. I did get you.
that Grif got. I got her a couple of shirts, so.
Hey, I'm wearing one right now, actually. I got 3 Bioshock shirts. So,
Yeah.
that was my fun stuff.
Oh, Ivy didn't get socks. That's very
I
unfortunate.
thought you got a Playboy subscription, Baka.
Unfortunately, they aren't nude anymore.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
What else did we get? Oh, I think that's about it.
look, Grif.
Oh,
It's Booker. I
And
need
then
it.
Frieza to go next to his Goku.
oh yes.
Oh my
Motherfucking
God.
Frieza.
You know, I just kind of realized something. You're getting, like, the Funko Pop version of Goku and Frieza, and then, like, the action figure versions of Goku and Frieza. Except
And I've already got the action figure version. Like, I'm gonna actually start putting up shelves around my desk.
So that
Damn.
you can display.
Exactly, so I can display.
old
I
Frieza.
wish I had space to put up shelves around mine, but I don't.
I hate to
You
say-
have shelves. I mean, you got
I
that
have
thing in
a
the.
shelf.
You have that thing in the corner too, and you have your desk, and you have the little shelf above.
Still not enough space.
Well,
It's never
obviously.
enough space.
Right?
Never. And look, I'm running out of room again. It is never enough space.
get
Oh,
yourself
wait.
a whole house.
Well, wait. I just thought of this. Ivy and No Pants are huge. I gotta say this because they're Star Wars fans like I am. They got a huge Boba Fett statue,
Okay.
so which I thought was pretty awesome.
Yeah, they were telling us about it. It
Yeah.
was really fucking neat.
I
Yeah.
thought there was like an aside to go with
Yeah.
that.
No. I just
The
thought
rest of
like, we're
the
talking
story.
about stuff, and that one
Like,
excited me
yep.
because I'm like, hey, they got that big. Thing.
Oh, I guess. Sorry.
Yeah.
If
Like
I
I'm not a big Boba Fett fan, but I think it's cool that they got the big thing. They both are, so it's kind of neat that they have.
I get that.
You get
have
that?
a Kylo Ren helmet and voice changer.
Yep.
Nerd. Nerd. Wait, am I on a gaming podcast? Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's right.
oh shit. No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Sorry, you're in the wrong area to be calling anyone a nerd.
Yeah.
Right. Oh well, that's okay.
It's alright, nerds. It's okay.
Part of the reason that we're kind of like doing a whole lot of the random talking is because literally I found 5 articles worth talking about for the news this week.
Yeah.
That's all right. I have a question for everybody when we get past the article, so we're good.
Okay, well, here's another bit of news. AGDQ started today, actually 3 hours ago.
I know
3.5
you're all
hours
excited
ago.
about it.
Could you tell me
Yes.
what that is?
Awesome Games Done Quick. It's a week-long
Oh.
event, 24 hours. It's literally 24/7. 24 hours a day,
They
7
do-
days the
well,
whole
And
week.
it's not just once a year; it's twice a year because they do Awesome Games Done Quick and Summer Games Done Quick, which we've talked about on the podcast before, like several times.
Right.
Because it's amazing.
Yeah, they have raised over $1 million every time, and they give it all to charity. It is absolutely amazing. They have a few sponsors, but it's getting bigger every year. They have a few sponsors who help get them set up in this convention hall, and they just have all of the best streamers, all of the best speedrunners from all over the country come and run games on stream, and they get all the money and
Paid.
donate it. Nobody gets paid. They all take.
But they make the donations. That's what I meant.
Yeah, they all have to buy their own plane tickets and hotel rooms and everything, and they all come do it for the good.
Yes, for the charity. Well,
Yes.
that and the reputation.
Yeah,
Because you
a
got to
little bit of
protect your
exposure.
title if you're the speedrunners.
Yeah, is that what?
Yes, speedruns
Yes.
for charity. Yes, busy.
Yes.
And see, it works out really good because you can finish the podcast, and you can go ahead and watch some people do some speed runs, and then you can watch Arc tonight when I log on. So we're good.
He's actually super upset that he's got to stream because they're doing it since they're doing it all week. He's going to be streaming during some of the ones that he wanted to see.
Hey,
he
I
just
can
plays
watch-
them over on the side.
exactly. I watch
Yes.
his streams now because I have unlimited internet
Oh my god!
and really good internet.
Hey, guess what I got for January? Unlimited internet.
Yay! Is that part of your Christmas?
That's part of my wife not trying to kill me. That's what
Oh, well, in that case.
You
So
gotta make
kind
su-
of.
If you have unlimited internet, you got to make sure that you use it. Just download everything. Things that you don't even play, just download. That's
So
what we
you-
do.
You just told him to download his entire Steam catalog that he's never going to play all of.
And then send a giant FU to Comcast. Be like, hey guys, fuck you.
Guess what? Fuck off.
I'm not even gonna play half of these
Him,
games,
him, him.
but I'm still using your data.
Because I'm paying for it. You should probably mention that part in your fuck off letter.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, but the problem is what happens, like in my particular case, I need to take my entire Steam library and split it up over each month. So I'm not using all the data at one time. I'm using an extreme amount of data each month, you know.
No,
'Cause if I
just
use it all at one time, then they're going to be like, okay, now it's just back to normal.
nope. You download it all, save your updates for each month, and then download all your updates for the month at the beginning of the next month, and then just keep doing it over and over
There
again.
you go.
With your 500 game library, I'm sure there will be quite a few gigs worth of updates.
It's 327. It's not 500.
Okay, close enough.
Yeah, I was
Well,
like, close enough.
Oh, Lord help. So
Oh my god.
that's awesome that the Awesome Games Done Quick is going on. I forgot that it was going on right now, so that's
Yes.
fantastic.
If you guys don't know what it is, please, for everything, go check it out. They have
Yeah.
a schedule too. You can go ahead and look at the schedule. It's right underneath the page. You can look for your games that you're interested in, and they have times. They're estimated times because sometimes it'll take a little longer. But please just
Yeah.
check them out. They're for a fantastic cause, and they're really, really some good people. So I totally recommend check them out.
Do it
It
because
seems-
Chicken said.
Yes,
Do it
please.
because Chicken Fed. I know that y'all are excited about Final Fantasy VII remake that's coming out. I know I'm excited because parts of it actually look like I might enjoy it. One of the things that I'm excited about is the fact that it looks like they're actually going to have full voice acting. Is that a good thing or a bad thing as a Final Fantasy fan?
I think, well, with a lot of the voice actors, from the way that I read it, it sounds like they're going to use a lot of the voice actors that did the Final Fantasy Advent Children movie voice acting, which is good because I enjoyed them. I think that that's great. I think that the only thing people are worried about is because they're doing things like full voice acting, they're worried about what's going to get cut in order to save on time and money while making it. Because they're already talking about cutting out a lot of the mini games that were in that game, and some of the other like exploration options. They're taking those out as well in order to make it all fit.
Like the arcade style type games, like when you could
They
go in the
said
arcade.
all they said was mini games. Some of the mini games will not be returning.
Oh, that means I can't go like trying to kill all the Moogles on the snowboard.
I guess, I mean, they said that part of their concern when they started making it was how much content they had in Final Fantasy VII, and thinking about it just as a story, you're like, well, that's not really that big, right? That's a full story game. But there were a lot of optional side stuff, like all of the mini games and stuff like that. That I guess they're trying to figure out how they can make it work, since they're doing it episodically as well.
But that's part of the Final Fantasy game. I think they're trying to. I think they're taking the identity away too hard. Like,
Yeah.
like it's not gonna be Final Fantasy when they're done with it. It'll just be an episodic version of a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah.
I mean, and to be fair,
Well,
Final
yeah,
Fantasy
honestly,
X had full
at this
voice
point,
acting.
It's not gonna be Final Fantasy VII at this point anymore. It's basically just gonna be, hey, we're gonna like remake and retell the story, but you know, we're not gonna like just do that. We're gonna do a bunch of other stupid shit. Kind of like when they remake movies nowadays.
But I mean,
It's not gonna feel the same.
Yeah.
Well,
yes.
I understand that, and y'all are looking at it from a retrospective in the fact that you've already played the game. and
Well, a
gone through it.
respect kind of look at it. Like, I respect Final Fantasy VII and what it was. And I want people nowadays to be able to have that experience of what we had back then so
Well,
that
and
they can feel the same.
And I think that they have that option available to them by actually going back and playing that game. But I think that with the remake version of it, you're giving it to an audience that didn't grow up like we did on old style games where we didn't have voice acting and things like that. You know, I mean, how weird would it be now if they remade Super Mario Brothers and when you actually get to the castle, you actually hear Toad say, "Sorry, Mario, the princess is in another castle." I mean, it's just one of those. And if he actually made noises when he died or whatever instead of music telling us the tale, which is kind of what it was. Those old style games, the music and the action and everything else that went along with told us the story. We had to read, we had to do things like that. But gamers nowadays, they have cinematics that tell them what's going on, and they have things like Fallout 4 and
Oh my God.
Dragon Age Inquisition and things like that. You have a storyline that's told by the people that are there, and they're actually usually talking to you now. And it's I think that's where it's a progression that's here. I think that they still need to have it available to have an option for you that have played the game before and want to play this version of the game. Like I said before when we were talking about the combat, there needs to be a version for the people that have been by Final Fantasy for so long to where they can still enjoy the game the way they remember it, but have a remake version of it. But also for those of us that want to go in and play the game and have always wanted to, but that was one of the elements that I didn't care for, I might want to play the game now, and this would actually give me an option to go in and enjoy the game better than I would if I was trying to play the older style. And I think that's kind of where I look at it from. But I understand your point of view too, because that's what you grew up on. That's the game that was on there, and that's what made the game so great. Is the fact that the voices were in your head, essentially. You
Voices in your head, crazy
Right?
people.
Well,
to me, it's not the voice acting that it's the issue. It's the fact that they're taking elements out of the gameplay at this point now, like the mini games and the little side quests. I think honestly, they need to keep that stuff in because it was optional things, but so
Well,
you didn't have to go through and do it.
My thought process is why, if they're taking out content, why are we episodic again? Because this goes back to our conversation we had about it before about it being episodic. 'Cause
And it's big.
the guy said it's so huge that it's got to be episodic. Well, you're taking content out, so
I think that's a bullshit excuse.
How big is it actually?
yeah.
And I mean, I want to look at Final Fantasy X. It's fully voiced. It's got mini games. It's got everything that I think Final Fantasy VII is trying to make itself. It's like, all right, Final Fantasy X did it. You can do it too. You can be fully voiced, have the full story and all the extra content, and not be episodic. But I'm not sure what they're trying to accomplish yet.
I like that you're still giving it the benefit of a doubt.
Yes, I want to see what they can do. Like, for sure, I want to see what they can do. I ain't going to pass judgment until after we get to see. But from the evidence that we're being shown as of right now,
Maybe not what you're expecting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I want to be really excited about it, but I share your worry on
Yes.
that.
Yes, I'm just a little, off-put by it. I mean, they just released Final Fantasy IX on Steam. They updated the graphics and re-released it onto PC, and it looks good. Good reviews, all of that stuff. I don't understand why they couldn't do that with Final Fantasy VII. Just
Because they got to make a big spectacle of it.
Yeah, like they are completely redoing the game from the ground up. It's like, but
Well, and I think part of it is they wanted to capitalize on the fact that, oh my God, Final Fantasy VII is everybody knows it, and it's like most people's favorite, right?
yes,
But if you if you capitalize on it like that and you start to change it too much, like how far can you change it before it's not the game that everybody remembers and worshipped?
Exactly. Where does it lose its identity?
Yes, that is actually a perfect way to put that.
Yeah, because it's Final Fantasy VII, and everybody loved it for the way it was.
Yes, agreed. You just don't want to change it so drastically that people don't recognize it.
Right,
Yeah.
I would agree with that. But I think that modernizing it, if you're doing a remake, is a good way to go. I just think that you have to be
Very careful about something like that.
yeah, because you have a huge fan base. This isn't like, hey, this is Final Fantasy 3 and we're only on 4 of the series. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is like this is 7. This is considered the you know, by
The
a lot
big
of people,
one.
this is the
Yep.
big. This is what everybody loves. So
Yep.
it's kind of, and I'm, you know, but it was just one of those where I didn't get into it. Like I had friends that loved, was it called Parasite Eve? It used to be on PlayStation 2, whatever it was.
Yep.
There was a lot of people that loved that game, and I couldn't get into that game either because the game style that was on there. But
That's more
this-
closer to like Silent Hill kind of a deal.
yeah, and I couldn't get into it. It just the version, the way that the game was set up compared to Silent Hill was a little different. So, but you know, I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy VII, the possibility of modernizing it, but I don't want them taking out elements that you all loved. I
Right.
think it's dumb.
I like the snowboarding thing just so I can like hit every Moogle on the way down. That was my
Which-
favorite
Just want to
little
kill
mini game.
people.
Which is funny too, because Fina Marie was like, "No, not the Moogles."
Yeah. No, I had a buddy who when he was trying to do the mini game, he couldn't complete it. So he went to go get food and he's like, "Here, you play around with it." So I went through and I beat all the little race modes in it. And then by the time he came back, he was like, "What the hell are you doing? I thought you were supposed to be doing the race." "Oh no, I've already done all that. I'm just killing all the Moogles on the way down now. I made my own this."
I'm just mass murdering, no big deal.
Yeah, just pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Yes.
But yeah.
Funny.
So we were talking about Steam, and obviously we're looking at purchasing games on Steam since everything's on sale for like the next 24 hours. So if you're watching this live, buy all your Steam games now because tomorrow they will not be on sale anymore. But did you guys hear about the big Steam problem over the holiday?
Oh yeah.
The fact that Steam was, if you were just logging in at like I think it was right after Christmas night, and the next day, you might log in and see somebody else's information.
Yeah, it was a very,
You
very
could see
bad
their
problem.
like their addresses. You couldn't see their credit card information because it usually just shows you the last 4 digits and whatnot. But you could see everything else on their personal information pages. And Steam was like, "Yeah, we got hit by a DDoS attack that rearranged some of our coding and started showing people cached pages." And Steam was very like cavalier about it. They're like, "We get attacked all the time. We can take care of it before it hits this end." And well, it happened. It was a thing. I mean, it almost seemed like Steam really didn't care that much.
I'm pretty sure if the more problems would have arisen out of that, they would have taken more care. But I didn't hear
The
many.
fact that you're showing people personal information from other people, and I understand it's not exact credit card information, but still, I don't want some random dude from like 6 states over to see my full name and address.
That is true, but I
I-
mean,
I would agree with that too, but at the same time, it's kind of, I don't know enough about the programming end of it and how the DDoS would affect that part of it to be able to really blame them on it. I mean, I guess if they shut down Steam, maybe that would have been a better way to do it.
I
they
don't
did
want-
shut down
they
the
did shut
store and
down-
whatnot.
Yeah, which was nice. And I don't have a problem with the fact that it happened. I have a problem with how they addressed it, which
Right.
was, "This happened, get over it." Instead of it being like, "We're sorry that this happened. Don't worry, we're taking precautions to make sure that this doesn't happen again." It was just like, whatever. Like
So
their PR
basically,
handling it really was kind of a fail.
So basically, it was one of those. Because it sounds like they said, okay, yeah, we're sorry this happened because we had the DDoS attack, but it doesn't sound like they were going to do something about it later to help keep that from happening again. Because
Yeah, I mean-
based on what you said, it sounds like they're saying, okay, this happens all the time, but normally it doesn't get to this point.
Yes.
So basically, what they should have done afterwards is go, but now we know why it got to that point, so we're resolving that issue so it doesn't happen again. Sorry.
Yes, we were taking measures to correct. Instead, it was just like, meh, you'll get over it. You'll forget this happened in like
this-
2 or 3 days.
This happens all the time. You
Well,
just noticed
to
it.
be fair, we will
Yeah.
forget it in a few weeks because honestly, there wasn't much backlash from it. There wasn't many things that came out of it. I mean, people weren't buying games. People's credit cards weren't getting stolen or anything like that. Like, it was just one of those, oh, you saw somebody's page.
Now we'll know in a month or so when people start getting pin letters.
Yeah, like if something starts happening later on, then it'll blow up even more. But as of right now, it really didn't have many issues that came from it. So, and I'm pretty sure Steam does get attacked almost daily.
Well, yeah, and one of the things that I thought was interesting was this is hot on the heels of Phantom Squad or whatever the fuck they're calling themselves these days.
Isn't it like Phantom
Lizard or some shit?
Phantom Lizard.
Right after they took the credit for bringing down Xbox Live for a few hours, right before Christmas, it's like, did you do this? Is somebody going to take credit for this? Or did you, I mean, like, one of the things I saw on one of the articles about Xbox Live going down was, why don't they also hack PC? Things like Steam have bigger gaps in their security than Xbox and PlayStation. And then everybody's reply was, well, maybe they're PC gamers. And it's like, well, so is this you guys, or is this a bunch of mad Xbox people retaliating that aren't dumb enough to go, guess what we did, guys? They're just gonna sit back and be like, why don't you go ahead and cry?
Right.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it'll just blow over eventually, though. It wasn't that bad. But it could have been extremely dangerous if they wouldn't have tackled it as fast as they did, though. Like, it had the potential to be one of the worst catastrophes in online purchasing ever. So,
I mean, it's definitely a good thing that they did try to handle it so quickly and address it so quickly.
Yeah, they definitely did, because I think after I found out about the story, like 5 minutes later, the store wouldn't load anymore. They're like, oh, we're having problems. Shut off the store. Shut off the purchasing.
Turn everything off.
Yeah, like nobody can do anything anymore. So it's like, oh, all right. Looks like that wasn't happening anymore. So they're very fast in their responses.
It was definitely nice how quickly they tried to take care of everything. It's just the after effect of how they handled it publicly, I guess, which was, we don't really care. At least that's how it read. I'm sure that's not the case. I'm sure they give a fuck, but at the same time, it came across as, oh well, too bad.
Yeah, I think they've just kind of got burned a little too many times. I mean, it's like you walk into the fire so many times, it's just kind of like walking in the fire and be like, oh, don't worry about it, guys, it'll be fine.
We'll be all right. We'll live through this.
Yeah, I mean, it's like getting your account hacked on WoW. Once it happens so many times, red. It just becomes, second nature. It's like, oh, I got hacked again. Okay, let's not worry about this. Let's just go through the steps again.
Copy, paste the report, and send it in. Let them fix the thing, and there we go.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's just, steps again.
How do you get your stuff hacked on WoW? Like, is it? How does
somebody get your account information and then sells all your stuff?
Multiple times?
Multiple times.
Yes.
A lot of times.
Didn't he have the same thing happen to his Xbox?
Yep.
Yeah,
I think so.
A lot of times, though, like for the World of Warcraft, like if you're downloading certain mods, some of them will have Trojans in them that will send in, like, whoever made it, they'll go like, here's this person's password and username and things like that. Here you can get into their account, which is why the little security thing is kind of important. So
the authenticator, because it changes rapidly. Even if they have a keylogger on you and they log whatever keys you do for your authenticator, it changes within 20 seconds. So okay, you got that one. Good luck ever using it, because it will never be the same. And if it is, you only got a 20-second window to ever use it again. So the authenticators for any games, Steam,
very important.
Tryon's games, Defiance and all of that stuff. WoW, always use an authenticator. It's very simple, very important. So highly recommend those.
Good idea.
Yes,
for sure.
Definitely a good idea.
This question might take a minute, so I'm going to go ahead and ask the question now, since we are light on news. The question is this: now that we are now in 2016, what are you most looking forward to in 2016? This could be an announcement you're looking for, an event, or a game that's supposed to be released.
Deus Ex.
All right, Scalebound or Event Horizon. I think that's.
Zero Dawn.
Yeah,
something.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yes, thank you.
Those two games.
Then Horizon is a scary sci-fi
Yes,
movie.
I know. But those two games, I am so stoked for. Oh man. Well, dinosaurs in one and dragons in the other. Come on now. Oh my goodness, I've always wanted a pet dragon.
I've always wanted a pet dragon. Well, you didn't mention.
Yeah,
I don't
there
think
used
you
to
get one
be
at
an
the pet store.
RPG game that you could actually play as a dragon. Like when you started out, you were a small kind of baby dragon, and then as you leveled up and progressed and through the game, you became larger, and people could actually ride you.
That's disturbing.
But I want to see Scalebound's multiplayer. Oh my goodness. Mind blown.
That's right. It is.
It's some kind of like aspect of that. Wow, you and 4 of your friends get all of your mega dragons together and go kill a boss. It's like, oh, Ivy said PAX. Absolutely, end of
Yes.
this month.
Yep.
Oh my
Overwatch.
God.
You got Overwatch on the list as well.
Ooh,
Both of
Overwatch
those.
2.
Definitely
Definitely
wanna
looking
see.
forward to
I
that.
wonder if, like, I'm kind of hoping that we'll get to have Lawbreakers this year as well.
If we do, it'll be towards the end of the
Yeah, I
year.
imagine it would be kind of late in the year, but I mean, since we're already seeing footage and everything, I'm really hoping that we get to play it.
Yeah, Busy is looking forward to the PS4 game Wild, where you get to be the animals and do the little thing and tame it up. Which is funny to me because the new Far Cry game that they're Primal looks very similar to that in a lot of ways. But because you get pet animals instead of being the animal, I guess. I don't know.
Everyone's taking that Ark feel for their games now. You got Far Cry Primal, Wild, Ark.
Yeah.
Our...
Well, like with me, mine were I'm looking forward to Uncharted. Hopefully the Division, if it actually gets released this year.
What's that game? I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I know,
Something
right?
about door closing? What?
Yeah, door closing technology. That's right. Can we have one of those on a dinosaur? We'll just figure out how to do door closing technology on one.
You can put a door on a dino
like
if you get one of the
like
big ones.
Yeah, get one of the big ones and put the house on it. But the other thing is the full release for Ark, because like I've gotten to the point now that it's like you're playing the game, you have some bugginess that goes on. Like we were playing with some guys last night. We were all in a party chat, and they're part of a different group, whatever. They're still playing the game, but they're complaining the whole time about the lag, all the stuff that goes along with it, but they're still playing the game. It's like they're not stopping playing the game. None of us are stopping playing this game. The Xbox servers right now are full. They just added more servers. There's more people playing on Xbox right now than there is on PC.
I don't believe that. There are 2,500 servers that are full on PC.
Yeah, but they're not full because you wouldn't have a problem getting into the game. We can't get into the game.
Well, not full, but like 40-something people on 2,500 servers, official and official.
Right. So,
Unofficial.
and see, like right now, I know that officially there was 350, and they've added like another 500, I think, that they had to add for us because we couldn't get into the games at all. But I don't know if it's coming from Microsoft or if it's coming from Wildcard, but they stated that there's more playing on Xbox than there is on PC. So I don't know if that means concurrent, like the amount of people logging in daily,
Right.
maybe. But if you're giving the game away for free for an hour, then that would make sense that it would be more people playing, logging in. But it's crazy trying to get in. Like there was a guy to get into the PvP. There was a guy that took 4 hours to get into a PvP server the other day to get back into his server. With us, it's usually taking about 15 to 20 minutes to get into a server. But what I'm really looking forward to is the fact when they start optimizing everything for the beta version of the game in the spring, and then seeing once everything starts to optimize and getting that full release in June. And those of us that have played the game and understand the game, when we start from scratch again, being able to go in and go exactly where we need to and build everything up and see how quick we can make it happen. I think it's going to be cool.
Yeah. Well, we've already planned as soon as we get in when the game full release, we're going straight back to our hill to rebuild.
Yeah.
We're gonna plant the pillars all around our little area and just settle back
There's
in
one
again.
other spot that I'm going to be going around and planting pillars on.
That's fine. Like you could just build like a little tiled area of pillars, and we can just claim it. We'll destroy it afterwards, and then claim.
So taking out the dino cops by putting pillars where they're supposed to go, is that what that is?
Yeah. Well, he could do that. Where your island is, on our game,
Mm-hmm.
that entire area, like I'd say within like if I could do it, like within a 2 mile radius is nothing but Dino Cops pillars.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Like they have that entire alcove area just walled in. Like you can't get to the water
Wow.
from that. It is one of the biggest structures I have ever freaking seen.
How does everybody? Well, you said that Dino Cops is so big that it's like most of the server is
Dino Cops.
Yeah.
So,
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
so they just started absorbing a bunch of tribes, is what they
Yeah,
did.
that's pretty much what they do. They're like, "Oh, you guys ready to join Dino Cops yet?" And they're like, "Oh no, we're like going it alone for now." "Oh well, it's better if you play with us." It's like, maybe better. If you
That
play
is
with us.
debatable.
But I like being my own tribe.
Well, but I mean, my thing is once you get so many people in the tribe, and I get it, people have jobs and do everything else, but it's kind of one of those. At some point, it wouldn't be fun because it would be too easy, right?
Yes. That's kind of the way we look at it.
I mean, they've got multiple gigas. I think in one of their camps, they've got like 25 Brontos, all level 150. Tons of Spinos, tons of T-Rexes, all Quetzals up the wazoo.
They have so many tamed dinos that they have ones that they have just tamed and turned loose into the world to let them wander and feed themselves. Like, I don't know what the purpose behind that is. I came across one last night and I was like, "Did you guys lose a dino?" They're like, "No, we've got several that we just do that with. They just hang out and do what they want." And it's like, why? So you don't have to feed it, I guess, so that it feeds itself? But, okay, whatever. Like, they've got resources.
They're just doing
that
it just because
don't
they
even
can.
need. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think the one that they released now is an Alpha Carno.
Yeah, the one that was on our beach was an Alpha Carno that's just wandering around killing stuff on the beach.
I killed an Alpha Carno last night. Unfortunately, one of my brand new ankylosaurs bit the dust during that fight. And I went back with one of my badass anks and finished it off. So now I got a nice little helmet skin that goes on top of my helmet. But I'm down an ank, so we have to get a new one.
We have turned this all about Ark again. Is there anything else that we're looking forward to?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing Lords of the Fallen, which I've started playing 10 minutes of yesterday, and then somebody said Ark, and so I went into it. So
Uncharted 4.
I gotta finish the other ones. I downloaded them. I just need to make time to play them.
You're gonna really. I know you've played through the first one, but you're really gonna enjoy.
Well, and I was halfway through the second one before the PS3 decided to freaking die.
Please, we don't need to talk about PS3.
You're right. You're tearing up there a little bit, buddy.
Yeah, a little bit.
He's resting.
I can't play my
Forever.
Final Fantasy remaster anymore.
Yeah.
You can play it on the 4. Oh no, you can't. It's not backwards.
No.
Shut up! Don't you start with me.
Yay, no backwards compability.
Yay! Whoever thought
They
that
did-
was
I
a
think
good
they did
idea.
Release it on the PS4 though.
Yeah, but then you have to go and
Hello,
buy it
Hoopty
again.
Plaza.
Well, then
I own the PS2 version.
Bring the PlayStation to PAX and I'll take it home with me and see if I can fix it.
Okay.
Stupid
We'll just
PS3.
ship it around the world because it came from you in the first place.
Around the world, around the
It's just
world.
returning home.
Yeah, that's all. I just wanted to go back and see Baka again.
Homesick.
Like, I miss him so much.
He took care of me. He fixed my lighting issues and. Yeah, well.
Hopefully you can fix the rest of the issues, because yeah, I still need to finish Persona 4, which was backwards compatible for the PlayStation 3 because it's a PlayStation 2 game, and I can't finish it now because broken.
Oh no.
I actually am really sad about that. I was enjoying it very much, and broken. So, and I need to see what I need to finish it because Persona 5 is in the works, and we're getting to see more. So maybe we'll see more about that. It'd be nice to see more this year, but I don't think it'll be. I don't know if it'll be out this year. But I wanted to know, I wanted to get the full 4 experience so that I could go into 5 knowing what the hell was going on.
That would be kind of nice to know.
Yeah, occasionally it's a good idea. Occasionally.
Other things.
Well,
Yeah, I think that.
What?
What? Huh?
You think that I was laughing at the pause, and
I
then
know,
everyone's
like, it's a good
"What?
pause.
Did
What?"
you say something? What?
Yeah, I did.
Who
I
said
did.
what?
I think here's the thing is is there just think outside the box, because we've got E3 that'll be up in, was it June or May? June. So we've got E3 that'll be in June. Is there anything that you can think of that, because remakes are all the new thing right now, is there anything you could think of that you want to be possibly remade or remastered or anything like that? That you're just like, this has got to happen.
I would like. Well, I'm still holding out hope for my freaking Bioshock remaster collection for Bioshock, at least the first one and Infinite. Now, if they throw in 2, I will not complain because I did enjoy that, but I know it was not as popular as the other 2. I would like that, and I would like a Deus Ex remaster before the new one comes out, which is not going to happen because it's a few months away.
Well, and it's backwards compatible.
Yeah, they made it backwards compatible, but I would like it to be like touched up and pretty-fied.
Yeah.
Pretty-fied.
What I want is I want Resident Evil 4 to be touched up. Ooh, that game has such high potential. The graphics are really good for 2004.
But they've already done 1 and 2 is being released this year, right?
They've done 0, or they've done the first one. They're doing 0. It's going to be released very, very soon. And then they're going to do 2, I think either later on this year or following up next year. And maybe 3, but I cannot wait for 4 because that game is going to be beautiful. I'm going to play it again, and then I'm going to play it again, and then I'm going to play it again, and
So
again, and
you're
again,
gonna
and
turn it
again.
Hey,
That
hey Chicken, are you going to play it again?
Oh my god, yes. I had 15 save files. Like, I would just beat the game, start over, beat the game, start over, beat the game, and start over. Oh, it was so good. Paper Mario, Final Fantasy, and Resident Evil 4. Those are the games that I have played over and over and over again.
Grif doesn't have enough fingers on her hands and toes on her feet to be able to count the ones she's played over and over again.
Yes, this is true. This is very, very true. You know, the upside of, I was thinking about it the other day, the upside of Fallout is that I didn't have to start over yet because I'm still playing my first run through. I have 6 days accumulated in game time. There's only one person on my friends list that has more time in that game than me, and they are beating me by like 12 hours. Damn it. I just have, so there's so much to do. That world is giant and I love it so much. I never want to leave.
Just stay in it. You're good.
I will. In fact, I really want to go back today, but I have to record Far Cry. And I'm like, I know that I just played Fallout while Foxy was here playing this, so I got to play for several hours, 2 days in a row, but I need to play more. There's so many things I need to do and see and go and explore and touch and look at and shoot and explode with. It's going to be great.
And explode with.
Yeah, well, I can't live all the time, so eventually something's going to blow up and kill me.
How many mini nukes have been running at you?
Oh my god.
Point.
It's not even that. Sometimes I'll be standing next to a car that I don't realize is about to explode until it explodes and then...
Beep, 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 beep. Kaboom.
Been there, done that.
You know they have mole rats with those, with the
Yep.
columns?
Suicide
Yeah.
mole rats. Yep.
What the fuck? Like, how did they even... What, did they eat it? And then didn't blow up until...
That's
No.
what there was at
Oh,
the big satellite that was on the hill.
yeah,
Our
yeah,
first
they're
discussion-
there
that's-
and there are a
there
couple
two
other
there.
places.
Yep.
It's like,
That's
why?
what one of my first experiences with Fallout 4 was blowing up from a mole rat. Yeah, it's like, oh great.
Kamikaze mole rat.
I love that game. I never want to leave.
Fallout 4 is a fantastic game. If you have not played it and did not get it for Christmas, get it.
Yeah, go
Yes,
do yourself
just-
a favor and buy
Just
it.
get it.
Say goodbye to your free time for a little while, though, but you won't regret it. I promise.
What about Chewbacca? Is there anything that you're looking forward to that might be remastered or
Well,
remade?
as far as like being remastered or remade, I doubt any of my games would ever get to that point.
These
That's
are
'cause
the, like, the super nerdy ones.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all
Like,
super
okay,
He's
nerdies
like a
here.
monster gamer over here.
Monster,
You know,
any of the Monster Rancher games would be really good if they started to remake those or brought them back.
the monster.
Although Monster Rancher,
Okay.
Suikoden, I'd like to see that one either continue or start being remade, but I doubt it. Same thing with Steel Battalion.
Ooh.
They tried to do it on the 360 with the motion controls, but it was fucking stupid. It's like, hey, look, there's a fire inside the cockpit. Put it out. I'm trying to hit the button, and your character's hands going.
Wow.
It was horrible. So
I-
pissed with that one.
We're talking about first experiences in Ark in chat now. My first experience in Ark was Chicken bludgeoning me with the bird trying to pick me up so he could take me to our complex. Thanks. That was great.
Well, with Crane mentioned the fact that his first experience was with the Brontosaurus. He'd been in the game for 15 minutes, joined into our tribe, got into our tribe, and was on the shore in an area and accidentally bumped into a Brontosaurus the wrong way, and it went nuts and killed 2 of our dinosaurs that we had trained the night before. And so,
Nice.
so of course he did not hear the end of that, and he still doesn't hear the end of it because he'll turn around and go, "I can't believe you killed a dinosaur, Oak." I turn around and go, "Remember your first 15 minutes? Shut up." But it's, I mean, it's so much fun because it's like you've got everybody has little stuff on there. Especially people continue to talk about it. You feel like it's an actual community outside of here. It fucks Second Life. You know, this is what they should have created before they ever did Second Life.
Ark survival Second Life.
How can you go wrong with dinosaurs and sci-fi shit? I mean, because
Aliens.
aliens, right?
Alien.
That's what got Grif into it. Aliens.
That is not
She's
true.
like, oh my goodness.
I'm surprised she didn't create a character with like the weird hair and the stubble.
There are no hair options like that. Okay, thank you.
Not yet. Hopefully, finish game, right?
Maybe they'll give like actual hair options.
Because oh my god,
They
I think
said hair
every
options are
lady
coming
in the
soon.
game has the same like hairstyle.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
everybody does. Yeah, they're all the shaved head look, right?
No,
That's for the
everybody
women.
in ours, yeah, and for all the ladies in ours, it's the same like ear length haircut.
Oh yeah. It's the little
Yeah.
bob head thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like just
like
yeah.
it's because or the other option really was like no hair or shaved head stubble, or I think there was one that was like a big poof, and that was it. And it's like, really? This is all okay? Fine.
You gotta want to go all Bob Ross and Ark. Paint
Maybe
the
you should.
dinosaurs. Hey, we've got canvases now. We could
Say,
just
you
start
got
painting.
canvases, why not?
I painted a little flower. It's terrible, but it
It's
adds a
super
little.
cute.
It adds a little color to the house. So
Yes, he painted me a flower. It's super
Yeah.
cute.
it's in our bedroom. I think we have like 50 dinosaurs now.
I don't know how many we have.
We don't have 50 dinosaurs. He has tamed a lot. Though.
I need you to make me a canvas chicken. I have an idea for a painting.
Oh,
Okay,
geez.
I'll get you
Here we
canvas.
go.
Do you want me to stick it in your room or you want me to put it somewhere else?
Just stick it in the room. I'll work on it here and there. I'm gonna have to make lots of colors.
Okay, that's
Oh,
fine.
jeez.
I was gonna ask y'all. Do y'all have the glitch issue of, and maybe this is something they're gonna fix later, that let's say you're going along and you die, and you happen to be on the bird. Is the bird stuck in the air, or like a pterodon or whatever?
I think that.
Yup. If you die, if you fall off your bird,
Eventually, the bird will land.
yeah, eventually, but there's no guarantee that it won't die when it lands from whatever's below. So, I mean, I have accidentally jumped off my bird because I pressed the E key, and I just jump off the bird in
I've
midair.
heard you guys do that so many times, especially Red. Oh god, okay, Red, what's going on? Please don't tell me that you were. No, I pushed E.
Yeah, I'm flying through the air, and then I press E, and I'm like, fuck. So I'm just sitting here watching as the ground comes closer. Splat. Ah! I die. I respawn. I go grab snow. I fly back out there, get vet from the sky, fly down, pick up my body, and then fly
We need
home.
to start carrying parachutes.
Two
No,
of us-
don't. It's bad because if you take a parachute down, that means you have to run all the way back home, grab a bird, and then come back. And then hopefully he doesn't land before you don't get back and die. So
Well, in our case, what we ended up having was there were two of us riding the birds. We were coming back from the volcano because we just gone to explore to see what was over there. So we were coming back from the volcano and the server dropped. So when we came back on, and here's the thing is like we were on our way back. We were already back at the house. Nothing worked when we got to the house. So the server drops. When we came back, we had been on the birds, evidently, is how much it rubber banded back to the place. It was like 15 minutes, 20 minutes that it went back to. And we ended up falling from the sky, and it's dark. So we can't go back and get them. We didn't have a clue where they were at. I had a general idea of where it was at. It took us like a day to find those. And then we had one where, one of the ones that sits on top of your shoulder.
the Dimorphodons.
Yeah, the Dimorphodons. They had one of those that I think Howard might have had on his shoulder, and it died. And it went 3 days before we found it. But we found it. But the good thing is we have a pretty decent people in our server, I guess, because we're all like, hey, is this yours? We have your...
You need to
Here's
get
what's
some of those
looking at.
GPS things to help navigate yourself around the map.
Oh
Yeah,
my
we're-
God, GPS.
Super fucking useful.
Yeah, we've a couple of us have unlocked the GPS part of it, but we're not quite to the level that y'all are yet, so...
Oh yeah, you need the fabricator. That stupid
Yeah.
big machine.
Oh, we got the fabricator, because
Yeah.
I put it up. So.
Yeah, that thing is fucking massive. Much bigger than what we thought it was.
Yeah, I had to build an extension onto the house.
I
Yeah.
apologize to all of our friends who are listening to this and have no idea what ARC is or no interest in ARC at all because we cannot seem to get away from it, which we all have a problem. Let's
Hey,
just
if you
admit it.
don't
We
like
have a
ARC, you should
problem.
try ARC. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
It needs to
apparently.
be like an ARC patch. Can we just like wear something that will like put dino images into our brain so we don't need
Says
to
the
play
woman
those?
who can't leave City Skylines right now or can't stop playing Fallout. Come on now.
Well, here's the thing: is like Wraith. I think it was around Christmas time. He was like, "Hey, I've got the game. I downloaded it because I got it for €4. I got this," and I was like, "Okay, cool." Well, he's like, "All right, tell me which server you're in." So I told him the server, and he's like, "Oh, cool, you're in a European server. That's fantastic. Better for me." I was like, "Yep." He goes, "All right, I'll join in tonight." Haven't heard from him.
He's probably still
I'm
trying.
like, come on,
Some people say he's still trying to get into the server.
right?
Oh, that's probably what it was. Is he tried to get in and got frustrated waiting.
I told him it's going to take him a minute to get in. I said, "You're looking 15, 20 minutes to get in there."
You
Now,
should
see,
probably be like an hour or so to kind of, if he gets in earlier, cool. If he doesn't, then, well, but I thought it would be like an hour.
Yeah, it did take me nearly an hour to get in the other night. I was really pissed. That's part of the reason I downloaded and put in Lords of Fallen 2. It's like, well, I'll play this and hopefully I'll be able to get in later. But sometimes it'll say 106 out of 70 people playing at one time.
Well then.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be allowed. I don't know how everybody's in at the same time, but okay. So.
It's magic.
And also, one last thing. When they release new servers, the new servers aren't going to do anything because people aren't going to want to leave the servers that they've already started on. So...
Yeah, that's probably gonna be a
They
problem.
have to like increase capacity, or basically they've screwed themselves because they didn't have enough servers at start. It just makes it too hard to want to restart.
Right. Well, but the
So-
good thing is in June or whenever it is that we actually all get to restart, then we can pick a server and go. And so we can either go back to the same server, we can go somewhere else, and hopefully we don't run into the same problem. But I think you're going to have a lot of people on the Xbox version of it as games start to come out that are not going to be playing it as much. So,
Yeah.
since it is, still buggy and everything else because of what it is. I don't know how it is with the PC, but I'm assuming that some of the issues we have are very similar to what you have or you've already worked through.
Yeah, we just got a lot of rubber banding. But I think we should call it here because our uploads we got a lot of dropped frames. A lot of dropped frames.
Oh, well then in
Huh.
that case.
So, and we're at an hour too, so it's a good time
Perfect.
to
Works
go
for
ahead and
me.
wrap it up.
Thank you for checking us out each and every week here at twitch.tv/Infinite Respawn PC. Make sure that you follow us if you are listening to the audio. If you're watching us live right now, make sure that you have followed us. You can check us out on Twitter as well, at Infinite Res PC. Check me out personally at MDB Oak Tree. You can check out Grif.
At Grif's Lineham.
Check out Chicken.
At Elite Chicken 313.
You can check out Baka.
At Baka Pickle.
You can also check out our website, infiniteResPC.com. Go on there, join the forums. Wonderful conversations. There's actually, even if you like the ARC talk that we've got going on, there's even actually a diary basically that's on there. That's nothing but ARC about some of the experiences and stuff people have had. Feel free to add to it as well for experiences you've had in ARC as well. But if you'll notice, it's all story time the way that it's done. So I would recommend that you do the same. If you are on the Xbox version of it, we might just create a version just for that. So that way,
Yeah, I was about to say we should probably do that. Kind of divide it up.
yeah, that way we can have separate ones that's on there. And then you can also check us out on YouTube as well, where you can see, not see Grif, listen and watch Grif play lots of video games that she enjoys playing. Currently, she's in Far Cry 4.
Yes, which I will have several videos up this week. I know it's been a little shaky because of the holidays and everything. I've only had a few videos up for the past couple of weeks, but I will get back on track with that and have one up every day.
Yep. So you can go in there. If you got a lunch break, whatever it happens to be, it's about 20 minutes for each video, and you can go in there and have a good time watching her play and eating your sandwich, peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter and sriracha, whatever it happens to be that you have to be chewing on at the time.
Peanut butter Dorito. Wait.
Dorito.
No.
Sounds
No.
delicious. Cheese and peanut butter. Why not?
It's actually
but,
not bad.
They make crackers like that.
All right, come on, continue on. We don't need to change this to the food podcast afterwards. Even though I do like talking about
Snack
cheese,
cast.
but that's not what we're here about.
Yep.
Cheese.
And then you can also check us out on Steam as well at IR Gaming or Infinite Respawn PC. For Infinite Respawn, I'm Oak Tree.
I'm Grif.
I'm Chicken.
I'm Baka.
See ya.
Bye.
Woo-hoo. I had a delay right there. Oh, Hoovian came back right as we were leaving.
Please hang up and try again.
Goodbye.